Aussie Girl Glam is trending.
Can a Puerto Rican pull off Aussie girl makeup?
It's your Aussie makeup artist, Tanil J. Let's do an Aussie Girl Glam
Aussie makeup look. I have seen this literally everywhere, and you guys know I love a tan.
Back in March of this year, I uploaded this video where I tried the viral Aussie Girl Glam on my, at the time, 52-year-old face. I'm now 53. That video was a recreation of this look done by one of my favorite Australian makeup artists, Tanil J. In that video, I did try to use as many of the same products that Tanil used, and the majority of those products were high-end. And in the comment section of that video, I was asked if I could do a drugstore version of that recreation. I apologize it has taken me this long to finally sit down and do it. I honestly thought that this Aussie girl makeup trend would die down, but it seems to be just as popular as ever, at least over on some of those other platforms. I don't know how popular it still is or even ever was here on YouTube, but I love the look. I love an Aussie glam. Hopefully my Australian viewers approve of my pronunciation this time. I called it Aussie Girl Glam in my original video, and oh boy, I must have gotten at least 50 comments telling me that I pronounced it wrong, that it's Aussie. But you know what? I totally understand it. As someone that lives in Nevada, I too would probably correct somebody if they said Nevada. So if you learn nothing else from this video, I am confirming that this is Aussie and this is Nevada. Anyway, if you would like to see how I achieved this Aussie girl viral makeup look using only drugstore makeup this time, please keep on watching. Tanil started off the look using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I am using the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. Then she moved into a Dior Liquid Highlighter. I'm using Revlon's Lumi Glotion. And by the way, all of the products will be listed and linked down below in the description box along with the shade names. This model is obviously young and has near perfect skin. I have mature skin that is oily and textured, so I need to use something with a little bit more coverage. I did apply some body makeup to achieve that bronzy look, so my face does need to match my neck and body. So I'm using a little bit of a darker shade. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. For concealer, Tanil used House Labs. I am using one of my favorites from the drugstore, the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I'm adding some of the concealer to my lids to use as an eyeshadow base. Tanil is of course using the cream bronzer she created, which is called Bronzor. I do own that. I used it in the first video. It is an excellent product. But today I'm using the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Bronzer. Just like Tanil, I'm using it to not only contour my cheekbones and nose, I'm also contouring my lips as well. As well as adding a little bit to my lids and running it along the lower lash line. A couple months ago, Tanil also launched her own eye and lip liner pencils, which are fantastic, by the way. I'm using 2 of the L'Oreal Le Shadow Sticks. I used them for the first time in this tutorial, and I did not realize how pigmented this shade Brown Abyss was, so I did have to do quite a bit of blending. By the way, the eye brushes I'm using are new from Real Techniques. They're in collaboration with the makeup artist Kellyanne. Her username is Makeup by Kellyanne, and I have to tell you, they are really fantastic. I believe they are limited edition, so if you're interested, pick them up before they sell out. Aussie Glam is very bronzed, so I wanted my lids to be a little more bronze, so I used the shade Magnetic Bronze. Then Tanil tightlines top and bottom with a brown pencil. It went super fast in the video, so I can't even post that part. Then she goes in with powder bronzer on the lid as well as smudged along the lower lash line, just really smoking out the shadow. Then she applied a liquid highlighter from Rare Beauty to the model's tear ducts. I'm using a powder highlight from a Wet n Wild palette. Next is mascara. Then Tennille used a liquid blush from Huda Beauty. I'm using one of the new e.l.f. Soft Glam blush sticks in Melodrama. Now I'm just adding a bit more eyeliner because I didn't feel like I had enough in the waterline. And then Tennille also runs a liner along the upper lash line and then smokes it out with a brush. The next step is powder, and she is using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Pressed Powder. I am using the dupe from MCO Beauty. It's called Miracle Flawless Pressed Powder. Because my skin is oily, I always like to set liquid products or cream products with powder products. So I did add the NYX Buttermelt Blush in You Know Butta on top of the liquid blush. Tennille didn't show how she did the brows in this tutorial, but it does look like she filled them in and brushed them up, so I did the same. And now it's time for lips. She once again used a pencil from her own brand. I'm using e.l.f. lip liner in Spill the Tea. I may have the palest natural lip color ever, so I always have to add a little bit of color to them before applying a gloss, and I did that by patting on some of the e.l.f. blush. She topped that with a Dior gloss. I am using one from Essence. It is the Super Peptide Glossy Lip Treatment. A key step to a true Aussie glam is adding some freckles. I have tried to do this so many times and I'm just not good at it. Tennille always uses individual lashes, so I did apply a few clusters on the outer corner of my eyes. I got mine from Amazon. And this is Tennille's finished look on the model, who is young enough to be my daughter. I'm certainly not saying that I look like her at all. I was only trying to recreate the makeup look, and I think I did okay. As always, I will have every product and shade name listed and linked down below in the description box of this video. I will also tag the products through YouTube Shopping. YouTube Shopping doesn't always allow us to tag the specific shade, so if you can't remember what shade I used, once again, you can refer to the description box. I will have the shade name next to the product name before the link. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you missed my original Aussie Girl Glam makeup video, I will have that linked in the description box as well. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. I do upload new videos at least twice per week. You can also find me over on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My username is the same on every social media platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.